Hey guys, Clumsy here and welcome back to ATS. A couple of folks have been requesting for more ATS, so here you go. Oh my goodness, thank you for that beautiful sky, Kirill. Look at that beautiful morning. Perfect time to start this journey. Anyway, we are somewhere in Oregon. We are in Medford and I found this trailer. A triple trailer actually. And I found that the Clumsy Trucking logo does still work with 1.35. So we'll go and have a look at that, the triple. It's been a while since I've taken that kind of job. And we'll be using the Kenworth T800. I remember a lot of fans of this truck when I drove it the other time. So we'll see how that goes, okay? Now, question is... There we go. F2 triggers the rear camera. Question is, where's the trailer? Somewhere probably at the back. Alright, let's check it out. A new update of ATS got released a couple of hours ago. I'm not really sure what changed. A couple of bug fixes for sure. And I think now you can actually run ATS and ATS2 from Steam and enable DirectX 11, so you don't have to change like the configuration files and all that stuff. Okay, yeah, that's the one. Problem is, how do I make a U-turn here? I have to make a couple of turns before that happens. And yeah, for those who are wondering, I'll probably get a couple more comments like that. Every time I use this truck, I get a couple of comments like that. The rear view, the rear cam is part of the Kenworth T800 by Dimitri68, this truck. Okay, so go and check out the mods list in the video description. And if anyone does ask in the comments, please help them out, guys. Just let them know. Either give them the timestamp of this explanation that I have, or just give them the link, or just tell them how they can find it. There we go. That is actually not too shabby. Clumsy trucking. As clumsy as it gets. Speaking of clumsy, as I'm recording this, the incident with the stream just happened. Well, just finished. The incident where I actually lost my internet connection. That's the first time it happened in my entire YouTubing streaming career. That's the first time that happened. First time my ISP, my internet service provider, failed me. It actually got rid of my internet for a couple of hours. I think I was out of internet for 7 hours, and my goodness, I realized a lot of stuff with it. I've realized how dependent I've become to the internet. And that was even with my mobile data. Like my home internet, my home broadband was not working, but I did still have mobile data, so I could still surf and all that stuff. But still, it was different. I could not stream, I could not upload videos. I had I was not encouraged to record anything because I was in a bad mood. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad, guys. And it made me realize that I've grown so dependent on the internet already. So maybe that's a good realization. That's a good thing to know, to realize, to maybe unwind and disconnect from time to time. Keep it balanced so we don't become too much dependent on anything. That's the practice, but not sure if I'll do that willingly. Let's go and squeeze in here. Protected left turn, thank you. I have a feeling, yeah, red light as we cross it. Usually the protected left turns are very, very fast. Usually only one truck can fit in through that time slot. But my goodness, look at that sky. And for those who are wondering what sky I have, what graphics mod I have, it's Natural Lux. If anyone asks in the comments, please help them out, guys. Let's help each other out, right? Because we do get a lot of these questions, and as much as I want to answer everything, it's kind of hard. I am still able to manage to answer the questions, but not in a very timely manner. So help them out. Natural Lux, but it's still in closed beta, so cannot download it. But thank goodness, good things come to those who wait. That is beautiful. That is fast becoming one of my favorite skyboxes. I love that that color, that change in the color, like blue and orange. Love that combination. Also, oh, Kirill updated the CG accessory. The CG stuff you're seeing, the mug, the hanging toy, that's also part of Natural Lux. So when it gets released to the public, you'll also be able to get the CG stuff with you. And I just noticed that, yeah, Kirill fixed the thing. Remember there was like a red spot there, missing texture before? Well, Kirill fixed it now, and now he made the sticker, the logo, a bit like semi-transparent. See? You can see the sign from behind. That's beautiful. Man, I love that. It's like stained glass effect. That looks so good, man. Amazing job, Kirill. Thank you. Love it. It's perfect. I-5 North, here we are. Oh my goodness. Will we even fit in here? Just looking at my side mirror there, and look at the rear cam as well. Yeah, actually this is not bad, huh? This trailer is not bad at all. Very obedient. Yeah, it looks scary. But as long as we're not crossing anywhere that's too steep or too sharp, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Anyway, I decided to drive somewhere in Oregon today because one, I wanted to do some ATS. I've been getting a lot of requests. Also, the springing indicators, care of the Sound Fixes mod by Drive Safely. That is amazing. That sounds similar to EVRs. The problem is EVR sounds are not available for all trucks. But what Sound Fixes does is it changes the default sounds for all trucks. So the switches, the lights and all that stuff. Beautiful. Love it. Absolutely. Anyway, what else? I was saying something. So yeah, internet got... I know, the topics are jumping all over the place, sorry. But I have a lot to catch up on. Internet went out for like 7 hours. People were complaining left and right. Singaporeans like to complain. And that's both a good and bad thing. It's a good thing because people are held up to higher standards. Because people are used to things working. So when something doesn't work, people really complain immediately and with passion. And it's good because then the providers, the companies, are then held up to higher standards. They cannot just slack off. They have to provide the utmost 100% service, otherwise people will really complain. The bad thing is, sometimes it's a bit too much. But this time I think it's warranted. Because I myself wanted to complain. 7 hours. No, nothing. Just suddenly breaking. Without any explanation. So yeah, it's not very professional of them. Makes me think twice if I want to stay with my current ISP. But I'll give them a chance. I mean, I've been with this internet service provider for 4 years. Yeah, almost 4 years or more. And this is the only time they failed me so far. So maybe it's just really a bad thing that happened to them. Hopefully they have a decent explanation for it. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow, well, by the time you're watching this, that stream would have happened already, or maybe not, depending if there's internet again or if there's a problem again. But we'll see. But yeah, hopefully things are better now. So really sorry for those who were in the stream, and sorry we had to cut it. But yeah, I had no choice. I did not get a choice in the matter. But yeah, the best I can do is make up for it. So hopefully we've made up for it properly. Stuck. The guy is stuck. So yeah, I was mentioning something about driving in Oregon because I missed ATS. I miss driving the ATS trucks. I miss driving through the American roads, through the interstates and the different looking junctions and traffic and scenery, vegetation, cities and all that stuff. But also because I'm super hyped for Washington DLC. Everyone knows it's just around the corner. Well, everyone thinks it's just around the corner. Everyone is has their own release dates set in mind. A lot of people are guessing that Washington DLC is coming out because usually SCS likes to schedule if you're British their DLC releases right after a major update like 1.35, or when did Oregon release? I don't know, after 1.33 or 32, something like that, right? So hopefully it's the same thing. Hopefully after 1.35 releases, a few weeks after or maybe 1 week after, they announce Washington DLC release. Well, we'll see. But I am in regard to 1.35 itself, I think it's close. I'm always monitoring the SCS forums, and I'm closely looking at the open beta pages for ATS and ETS2. In the beginning, when it first came out, the experimental beta, whenever you refresh the page, there's a new text. If you miss refreshing the page for 30 minutes, there are 5 pages in there. And as time goes by, the discussions go slower and slower. The bugs found are getting fewer and fewer, and so that means we are getting more and more stable, and that means closer and closer to release. So hopefully we are indeed closer to it. So yeah, hopefully those two are, hopefully 1.35 is going to be publicly released soon out of beta, and hopefully a week after that, or even sooner, or maybe a little bit later, bit close, we get Washington DLC, at least an announcement. But there is a bridge, and you guys know what happens when we drive on top of a bridge. You know it? You know it. It's photo time. Clumsy. Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So yes, I'm driving also in Oregon because it's the closest state to Washington, and it's Washington hype. And that's why I also am driving with the Kenworth, because Kenworth, right? Washington, Kenworth, isn't it? If that didn't make sense, then just let me be. Clumsy trucking, there you go. I'll take that, thank you very much. That shutter sound has also been changed by Natural Lux, in case you're wondering. Trans Am. Is that a real company in the US? It looks like it. It looks like one of Sizzle's trailer packs. By the way, I think there's still a bug with Sizzle's trailer pack, or I'm not really sure which one. Ooh, nice trailer. I think that has, I don't know, some kind of livestock inside. The one we just passed, that looks beautiful. And this looks beautiful, doesn't it? Anywhere you look, it looks scenic. My goodness. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Called it. I am always super unlucky when it comes to these things. Like 4 out of 5 times that they'll ask me to stop. Now where is that? Okay. But anyway, I think those are all the updates I had. Really looking forward to Washington. Until then, we get to enjoy driving in Oregon and wherever else ATS takes us. So yes, you can expect a lot more ATS videos, definitely. Because I'm really enjoying this. Super chill, super relaxing, and with DirectX 11, even better performance than before. Bypass lane, that's not us. When weighing, that's us. Alright, and now I think we can continue with the Q&A. So if you guys are new to the channel, I have a Discord server. It's a bit sneaky how you can get it. The link to it. 47 tons. Wow, that's heavy. But if you manage to find the link, then you are welcome to join. If you don't know, you can ask me, you can email me. How you can find my email, you can look at the About page. But I'm going to give you a hint. It's theclumsygeek@gmail.com. Just email me, I'll give you the Discord link. I try to keep it a bit more private because I don't want people who are not really interested just joining and checking it out for like 5 minutes and then leaving. Like I only want people in there to really be the people who care, people who are interested. So we don't get trolls, or at least we minimize the trolls, and we go quality over quantity. So anyway, in my Discord server, I have a questions channel where people can post questions, and then I try to answer them as much as I can, as fast as I can, which is very slow, to be honest. Right now, I am answering questions from way back in April. That's how slow I am. So without further ado, let me go with that. Let us continue. So these are also from Jay. He asks, what was fun to do once, but will never do it again? Not Chuchal, pick a different one. Oh my goodness, memory questions. I'm not so good at this. I've had plenty of this. I just can't recall if I can. I just can't tell if I can recall an accurate, a specific one. But I've had plenty of times when I tried something just for the sake of trying. But no way, sirree. No sirree, not for me. Maybe it's not really that kind of experience, but I had a discussion with Mrs. Clumsy recently. So if you guys are up to date with the channel, we recently went to Japan, to Osaka, and one day we went to Universal Studios Japan, and there was this Jurassic Park ride. I can't remember what the name was, but it's like a dinosaur flying or something. I can't remember the name, but it kind of simulates, and I mean that in its broadest terms, simulates you being on the back of a pteranodon, like one of the flying dinosaurs. So if you watch Game of Thrones, imagine Daenerys, or imagine being on the back of a dragon, something like that. So that's the ride. So you can imagine how hardcore, how twisty, how intense it was. And initially we had no plans to ride, but I mean, we are only in Japan very seldom. We probably will only go to USJ only once. So might as well maximize it. So we tried it. And that's exactly, I think this is more for Mrs. Clumsy, because Mrs. Clumsy told me she had no intention of riding that thing, but she got peer pressured because there were three of us, me, Mrs. Clumsy, and how do I call him? A relative. A close relative. So there were three of us, and we were pressuring, two of us were pressuring Mrs. Clumsy to ride with us, and she was peer pressured. And so after the ride, she was like, oh, never again. I'm too old for that kind of thing. So I think that's her answer. But I think just from that same trip, USJ, Universal Studios Japan, is an amazing place. The only thing I don't like is they speak in Japanese. So like there's Harry Potter, there's like all sorts of different rides and different kinds of quote-unquote storylines, to get you immersed in the situation before you go on the ride. But everyone speaks in Japanese, and Japanese sounds so good to me. The only thing is I can't understand it. If they put in like subtitles, then I'm A-okay. Even if like, I don't know, Hermione or Harry Potter was speaking Japanese, it might look weird, might sound weird initially, but if there's subtitles, as long as I can understand, then it's fine. So USJ is amazing, but I don't think I'll be returning. I think we've explored most of the stuff already. We do have a USS here in Singapore, Universal Studios Singapore. So some of the rides are similar. Not really exactly the same, but a lot of similarities. And if we're going to Japan, we're probably going to explore more how do you say, local places, the more Japanese places. But that time we actually ran out of places we wanted to go to. Like We went to everywhere we wanted to go during our trip. So we're like, okay, we have 1 day left. Where do you want to go? USJ? Okay. So that was it. But yeah, that's probably one example. It's not that it's bad. It's just, it's kind of expensive, and if I only have a few days in Japan, might as well spend it in the like real authentic Japanese places. Alright. Next question. Man, the junctions here are beautiful. That's why I went to the external camera a while ago. That just looks... I have no words. And yeah, these intertwining ramps, absolutely love them. Absolutely love this kind. Okay, next question. What do people idealize but really shouldn't? What does idealize mean? Is that the same as idolize, or idealize as in ideals? Well, I guess either way, I'm going to sound prophetic here. Well, nowadays, social media is the thing, right? I think I've sort of graduated from it. I was planning to answer money, but money is so cliche, and you guys probably know about it already. But let me give two answers just to be thorough. Money, people think of money as if it's the like end all be all, like the main goal. It's not. It's only the means to be happy. Like at a certain point, money will not make you happy anymore. Up to a certain point, like if you're super poor and you get money, then you can enjoy the luxuries, the comforts of life. Like, I don't know, a washing machine, a dishwasher, all those kinds of things which help you with life. And you really appreciate that when you have money. But after a certain point, money just becomes... you just look for ways to spend money, but you don't really need it, and you don't really become so happy with it. Like one book, Your Money or Your Life. It's a very famous one, but what I like in there in particular is this measure, this I can't forgot the term, but the joy per dollar, something that you weigh, that you really think about it, like how happy does that really make you? How happy does that really make you in comparison to how much it costs? And you'll find out once you reflect on that actually some things are not really that fun, but they're pretty expensive, so they're not really worth it. And can I just pause on this monologue and just admire the skies and the lighting? Oh my goodness, beautiful. Perfect day for trucking, huh? Perfect weather. Too bad I cannot test my wipers because I kind of modified my wipers. One sec. I modified them. That's one setting, intermittent. That's the low setting. And that's the high setting. It works. Nice. It's a very simple fix in the definition files. Dimitri's T800 is not compatible with that wiper thing yet, but you add 3 lines inside the mod and it becomes fixed. So I just tried it and it works. Just so we have a more immersive experience when it's raining. Anyway, money, yeah? Not the end all be all. Just strive for making enough and then focus your effort on doing things you really enjoy. Don't do it just for the sake of earning money. That's one answer. The other one is social media. Not really that updated with social media anymore. Oh crap. What happened? My track IR is acting up. My bad, sorry about that. Good thing we weren't in any curves or bends or whatnot. No traffic in front of us. US flag. Home store. Looks very American, doesn't it? Those like outlet stores. Usually in the US, what I noticed is because you guys have so much space, your malls, quote unquote malls, your stores are all horizontal. You don't usually have very high buildings, except in like major cities, right? But I mean, if you have like an outlet or a normal store in a smaller town, or even in a big city, but not in the like New York ones, not like that, you mostly have it like that, where it's more horizontal in design, because you have so much space you don't need to make a second floor. I envy you guys. But yeah, that's one of the appeals of the US. So spacious. Anyway, so going back to the other one, social media. Nowadays, people are so engrossed in accumulating likes, accumulating views, accumulating. Yeah, let's not get hung up on that. I had a moment, I had a phase when I was like that, but I think I've graduated from it. Like nowadays, I don't really look at the number of views anymore in the video. Like I don't, I look at it, but I don't, how do you say? Oh man, that looks good. We're in Portland already? Oh yeah. I don't focus or fixate on it, the number of views. I focus on my enjoyment. I focus on the interactions. If you guys comment, if you guys liked. But it's more the interaction, you know, the personal touch, rather than just the numbers. Because the numbers can be very misleading. And it can provide a false sense of happiness, in a way. OMG, I think we just found our spot, guys. Photo spot. Oh, and this is super steep. Is this bridge real? Why would it be this steep? Maybe just to irk me. We'll have to take a photo. No, not email. Photo studio. And you guys have to remind me, once we go out back in the game, I have to step on the pedal really hard, otherwise we will fall. Because this one is worth the view, I'm sure. 100% sure. Yeah, that's the one. That bend and all the intertwining roads. Maybe that ramp was not the best spot, but I think we can find a way around it. Something like that. Or something like so. Yeah, that works even better. That works even better. Nailed it. Love it. Keeping it. Good. Pedal. Okay, good. So yes, I had a phase when I was posting something in YouTube, something in Facebook, Instagram, and I was really looking for how many people would like this. And if people liked it, then I feel happy about myself. But I mean, now I realize that's like an empty thing, you know? Doesn't really mean anything. Oh crap, there is a detour. Did you guys see that pop-up? There's an unexpected event on your route. That's one of the new things in 1.35. Manual adjustment is advised. So where is the holdup? Okay, we should be exiting. Actually, that's a good question. Where is our exit supposedly? There's the detour. That's where we should have gone. Dang it, okay. Oh crap, this will make it even longer. But not really, that's not too bad. Okay, that's fine. We get to enjoy more of these. Wow, Portland is amazing, huh? With all these flyovers. That is cool. So many bridges. Love it. Bridge shot all over the place. So yeah, don't do it for the likes, because it doesn't really mean anything. Focus instead on the real experiences, like real interaction with people. What the heck? Another detour. A detour-ception, guys. OMG. Okay, let's see how this works. If that's the same thing or if it's a completely different one. I think it will be the first time I've had a double kind of deal. 83 miles. Is it not possible to like go around here? Well, I don't see any detour, so maybe that's just a delayed message. Okay, but that's fine. Seattle. We are on our way to Washington, guys. That's in Washington, right? Seattle? Seattle's best? Is that the new Coke trailer? It's actually very nice. Honky tonk. Now where the heck are we going? You have to find an off-ramp. But then again, I think another detour. Oh my goodness, Detour-ception. I think I have a title for this episode. Goodness. Detour-ception indeed. So I'm not sure when we make a U-turn there if it will require me to make another loop around. So yeah, that's the one going to Seattle, I think. Unfortunately, it's still closed. But hopefully, once Washington DLC is released, then we'll gain access to that road. My goodness. This has become a longer trip than I expected, but that's fine. Oh, go. Sorry. Kind of looked elsewhere for a minute. Little bit of engine brake to help with the braking. And I almost hit that classic car. Alex will not be pleased. Okay, this is the road. And we loop around. Oh my goodness. Come on. Oh crap. Okay. Let's hope that we don't fall once we release the brakes. We'll see. Alright, next question. If you could add one rule that everyone must follow when they use the internet, what would your rule be? Yeah, I would like to remove the anonymity. Like, I don't know, I would like people to like have their signatures whenever they are on the internet. And what I mean by that is when they comment on something, when they do something, that they cannot hide behind a fake name, an alias, because that's where all the keyboard warriors are coming from, because they have this sense of protection that they cannot be like reprimanded or caught for something that they do or they comment, because they're like they're portraying a fake person anyway, so they can easily just change names, create a new account or something. Like, imagine if people met face to face and had to say all these bad things to each other. I don't think it will ever happen. So the internet will become a much more civilized place if there is no hiding behind fake names, says the guy who is named Clumsy. In truth though, I'm not really hiding my name, but just not sharing it openly. But yeah, you guys know who I am. And yeah, I hate those people who feel so high and mighty and brave because what the heck was that all about? Did you see that guy actually like turning onto me? Oh, because he was seeing this guy already. And yeah, looks like we have another detour ahead of us. It's Detour-ception indeed. Okay, more time to enjoy, and wow, just that bridge. So many bridges. Yeah, this is the ultimate tour of Portland, thanks to all these detours. Oh, is this the same place we've gone to? No, I think it's the opposite way, right? I think it's the opposite way. Fourth gear, come on. Yes, thank you. Oh, that is beautiful. So yeah, that would be my number one wish. That will make the internet a more civilized place. And some people will still for sure be still not nice still be rude, but then that's how they are in real life, probably. You know? But yeah, a lot of people are getting the courage to do something bad or do something they wouldn't normally do because they can hide behind the internet. Hide their identities, escape, or something. Yeah, there's actually a study, right? Like that people behave better if you have like cameras on them, like if they're being filmed or if they're being recorded. And that goes the same, I guess, for other reasons. Like if people are trackable, if you get what I mean, then you probably wouldn't just troll anyone, right? You'll probably think twice before you say something, which is how we should be doing it anyway. Oh my, that's super fast, and I am speeding way intensely here. Jake brake is not helping enough. ETA 67 miles. Let's hope that there's no more detour. Let's hope that the detour-ception is over. Oh my goodness, but yeah. I'll probably call this episode like, I don't know, Detour-ception on the Portland bridges. Something like that. We'll see. We'll see what I come up with. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Super smooth all the way. Feels like vanilla. Even though we have all the mods already enabled, still feels as smooth as vanilla. And that has mainly DirectX 11 to thank for that. Come on. Actually, I think I came from there, right? And we looped all the way around. Oh yeah, that's where I took the screenshot, I think. Yeah, I think so. So now we're on the same road, but coming from a different way. How will that help? I have no clue. We'll see soon enough. If it does anything at all. The bridges of Portland. Maybe that's one thing we could do. Yeah, is all of this Portland? I think so, right? Oh, come on. I think I'm just going to go round and round here the entire day, guys. Because that's the same road we've been in. That's the same detour. And now it's raining. Now I'll have a chance to... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Squeeze in here. Oh. Just passing through. Oh crap. Don't even think about it. It's every man for himself now. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now where do we go? That was the same problem we've been in. Okay, so we should be delivering this there. And I want to actually go there. But I can't. So I'm going to loop around here. And then here there's a detour again. So actually all the roads are blocked. And so I think what... so this road is blocked to 84 East. And this road is blocked to 5 South here. So what now? Can I just jump off the bridge or something? My goodness. Because if we can't go through those two roads, that means we'll have to maybe go around here. But in order to go around through here, this place, we cannot go through this place because this one is blocked. So we'll have to turn right here. And then, oh yeah, that's the one we have to go through. That's the one we have to go through. Loop like that and then like that, so we come from this other side, and hopefully this doesn't have a detour. That's another 125 miles. Longest episode ever. Oh my goodness. Didn't know you could get so many detours. To be fair, I do have detours at maximum. So maybe it's my fault. But that never happened, and I've always had it to max. Fine. So yes, what else? Next question. Last question from Jay for now. What are some small pleasures that make you way happier? Let's hope there's no detour there, because if there is, I'm just going to cry. What are some small pleasures that make you way happier than they should? Oh man, I'm a guy of small pleasures. As I mentioned in the previous video, I'm a guy who really appreciates the small things in life, or at least I try to. So I really appreciate the small things, and it's just, you know, the simple things like having a fresh cup of coffee in the morning, having a nice meal with Mrs. Clumsy, being able to relax, waking up and seeing a nice sunrise, beautiful clouds, colorful skies. All those different things that add up, small things that really help us feel. That we're special. Okay, yes, I think that's part of the plan. So we make this U-turn in here, and then we turn right, and then we loop around, come from the other side. And if that still doesn't happen, I don't know what I'll do, because there's a detour everywhere in all the junctions where we have to go. Do you guys want super fast wipers? You got it. Is that too much? Let's leave it on for a while. I'm not a huge fan, but for a really strong rain, I guess it kind of makes sense. Man, we are all over the place. It's like we're in a racing game, a racing sim, making loops in Portland. That's fine. That's part of the experience, right? Getting lost and finding your way. Don't you go red on me. Thank you. Now it's getting just a bit laggier. Not a problem. Alright. One step good. Let's go and make that weak. Low setting, yeah. I haven't set yet the new key for the wiper down and wiper up. I only have the wiper shuffle at the moment. Okay, so here we go. Astoria, because the one going straight towards I-5 South is closed. But what I'm scared of is that other junction where I was planning to go to also had a detour sign. So I'm not really sure if that will be something we can rely on or not. Well, we'll see soon enough. Maybe they just have the road closed going to where we're going. Maybe there's just an event there, I don't know. That's really bad. What else? Small pleasures in life. Walking. Having some free time to walk around and enjoy the nature. Like behind our place, there's a nice park. That's such a pleasure to walk in. I try to walk there every day. It's just so relaxing. It's good exercise. Like nothing too hard, nothing too fancy, but something that keeps you moving, and something that takes me away from sitting on the computer, in front of the computer for the entire time. Man, that bridge is beautiful, isn't it? So here we are. You go through here. Let's go to the map and check. So we go through here, we loop around, we go through the other way, and they turn right here, and that's where we're going. Yeah, this is what I'm afraid of. This might be also blocked, but I didn't really see anything, so I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's not. If it is, I think it's game over for us. It's a good try though. We'll see. Slow down a bit. Look at that fog in the distance. It looks so real, doesn't it? Cars actually fading from afar. It does say we should move to the left. Oh crap, really? This entire road is closed? Okay, my bad. Okay, so I kind of make a U-turn here somehow. Turn right, go around the gas station, and then go the opposite way. Fine. Yeah, that's the way. A trip that supposedly should have taken us 30 minutes is taking like twice the amount. Insane. That's detours for you. Whoopsie daisy. Wasn't me. Must be getting tired. My foot must be getting tired. Oi, where did that guy come from? The other side. I wasn't looking. My bad. Well, this one is Chevron. You don't see that often anymore. Usually the prefabs have been replaced with Chevron again. Okay, so here we are. If we want to loop around, can I just go through here? Climb the curb maybe? Something like that. I know, I'm a bit desperate now. There we go. Our trailers are still intact, right? Okay, good. Our last chance, guys. This is our last chance. If this doesn't work, I'm going to leave this trailer in the middle of the highway. Literally. Okay, good. Next question is from Kirill. I'm a simple man, he says. I just have one question. How is your day going so far? To be honest, it's not been the best day. As I mentioned, this is the day when the stream ended abruptly because of internet connectivities. So not a good start. Kind of snowballed from there. Not very smooth things happening. Now with these detours, but these detours I don't really look at as a curse. I look at it as an adventure, so that's fine. But yeah, the internet is really a bad thing. Well, I mean, the lack of internet. That was a real deal breaker. Like of all the times it could come out, it would go out. It went out when I was streaming, and it came back when I was about to work. So, I had no problems working, but I didn't get a chance to stream. Dang it. If it was the inverse, I would have appreciated it more. If I could have streamed and then no more internet when it was time to work, that was going to be the perfect excuse, right? But then again, not that lucky. Alright. But yes, thank you for checking on me. So hopefully, next day goes better. Much better. We'll see. Taking it one step at a time. One day at a time. We all have off days. Hopefully it doesn't repeat itself. Oh man, this is beautiful. actually driving underneath that. No wonder. I was really wondering about that. Because in the map, you can see that you're actually like, you're driving on the same road. Like we came from above. And then going back, it's the same route. So I was like, what? Is that two-way? But it's actually, yeah, overlapping each other. What do you call this kind of bridge again? I remember we had something like this in, where was it? Near San Francisco, I think. Okay, I-5 north, not really that one. I think this is us. We turn left here. Yeah, this one. 5 south. Don't tell me there's another detour here. And we cannot move. Because that absolutely breaks my plans. This is game over, guys. Game over. Or maybe not. Mr. Officer, maybe you can squeeze me in somehow. Police car of doom. Well, that's it, guys. I give up. This is the kind of day I'm having right now. So it was a good try, but yeah, I think we'll have to leave it here. Leave the trailer literally on the highway. And yes, let's leave it there. Still, if you enjoyed that episode, let me know. Hit that like button. Because the game is absolutely trolling me right now. All the ways towards our destination is gone, except maybe if I loop all the way around like so, and maybe when I looped in, the route through here is blocked. So no, thank you. Let's leave it there. Literally. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Clumsy trucking, everybody, and catch you in the next one. Hopefully next time we're a bit more lucky. Yeah, not really my day today. Thanks, have a nice day, and Clumsy trucking. Bye-bye. Oh, and there we go. Perfect weather. Thanks and bye-bye.